Your computer's operating system is like the engine in a car. It powers everything you do, from browsing the web to editing photos, playing games, or even just writing an email. It's the invisible force that makes your device come alive, quietly working in the background to keep everything running smoothly. For decades, most people have only heard of two main choices: Windows and macOS. These operating systems have dominated the market, shaping how we interact with our computers at home, at work, and in schools. They're familiar, and for many, they seem like the only options out there. But there's a third option that's quietly been gaining ground: Linux. It's not just for tech experts or programmers anymore. Today, Linux is accessible to anyone who wants to try something new, and it's changing the way people think about their computers. Linux began as a student's project in the early 90s, when a young programmer named Linus Torvalds set out to create a free, open-source system that anyone could use, share, or improve. What started as a small experiment quickly grew into a global movement, inspiring thousands of people to contribute and collaborate. Unlike Windows or macOS, which are developed and controlled by single companies, Linux is built by a worldwide community of developers, hobbyists, and everyday users. This means anyone can help shape its future, fix problems, or add new features. This collaborative approach has made Linux incredibly stable, powerful, and perhaps most surprisingly, now more user-friendly than ever before. Modern Linux distributions offer beautiful interfaces, easy installation, and a wide range of software for all kinds of users. Many people today are frustrated with slow computers, forced updates that interrupt their work, and intrusive ads that clutter their screens. It can feel like you're not really in control of your own device. That's why more and more users are searching for alternatives. They want real control over their computers, and many are discovering that Linux gives them exactly that. With Linux you can customize almost everything, from the look and feel to the software you use. Imagine a computer that truly works for you, not for a corporation's bottom line. No hidden tracking, no unwanted bloatware, and no surprise changes. Just a system that respects your choices and your privacy. So let's dive in and explore why more people than ever are making the switch to Linux, and how it could change the way you use your computer too. Why are more and more people choosing Linux for their computers these days? The answer comes down to 4 key reasons that matter to everyone who uses technology: security, speed, cost, and privacy. These 4 pillars, security, speed, cost, and privacy, are at the heart of what makes Linux so appealing to millions of users worldwide. When it comes to security, Linux stands out. It's less targeted by malware and hackers, making it a safer choice for your personal data. Its robust permission system means that even if a virus tries to get in, it's much harder for it to spread or do any real damage. Speed is another huge advantage. Linux is lightweight and efficient, so you can install it on an old laptop and suddenly it feels like you've got a brand new machine. It boots up quickly, runs smoothly, and doesn't slow down over time like some other operating systems. And let's talk about cost. Linux is completely free to download and use, and so is most of the software you'll need. You don't have to pay for expensive licenses or subscriptions, which can save you hundreds of dollars compared to Windows or Mac. Privacy is a growing concern in today's digital world. With Linux, your data stays yours. The system doesn't collect your personal information or bombard you with ads, so you can browse, work, and play without worrying about being tracked. There are no hidden trackers, no forced telemetry, and no sneaky background data collection. You're in control of your computer and your privacy, always. Updates are also in your hands. You decide when and how to update your system, so you're never interrupted by forced restarts or inconvenient software changes. Plus, the Linux community is welcoming and supportive, always ready to help you learn and solve problems. They value your freedom and security, and that spirit is built into the software itself. With Linux, you get a fast, secure, and private system for zero cost, and you're part of a global movement that puts users first. That's why Linux is gaining ground every year, as more people discover the freedom and power it offers. Linux used to seem intimidating, but not anymore. Modern distros like Ubuntu, Mint, and Pop! OS are designed for everyone. Installation is simple, and you can even keep Windows alongside Linux. The desktop looks familiar: taskbar, start menu, file manager, no learning curve. Software is easy to find and install through a built-in app store. Updates are automatic and safe. Linux Mint, for example, feels just like classic Windows, making the switch easy. Linux is now more accessible than ever. When it comes to daily computing, how does Linux really stack up against Windows for the things you do every day? Whether you're browsing the web, editing documents, or just checking your email, both systems offer familiar experiences, but with some key differences that can make a big impact on your routine. For starters, Linux is known for its speed. It boots up incredibly fast, even on older computers that might struggle with the latest version of Windows. This means you can get to work or play without waiting around, and you might even breathe new life into hardware you thought was outdated. Need to work with documents? LibreOffice, which comes free with most Linux distributions, lets you open, edit, and save Microsoft Office files without any hassle. You don't have to pay for extra software or worry about compatibility, your files just work. Browsers like Chrome and Firefox are available on Linux too, and they work just as smoothly as they do on Windows. You can browse your favorite sites, stream videos, and use web apps without missing a beat. One of the best parts? No more forced updates that interrupt your work or restart your computer at the worst possible moment. With Linux, you're in charge of when and how your system updates, so you stay productive on your own terms. The Linux desktop stays clean and free from ads or pop-ups. You won't see sponsored content or unwanted notifications cluttering your workspace, letting you focus on what matters most. Plus, Linux gives you the freedom to customize your desktop just the way you like it. You're truly in control of your computer, from the look and feel to the apps you use every day. Linux is efficient, reliable, and respects your choices. It uses fewer resources so your computer runs smoothly, even with multiple apps open. You can trust it to get the job done, day after day. For many, switching to Linux is a refreshing change from the Windows experience, a chance to enjoy a system that puts you in control and just works the way you want. The move to Linux is about choice and control. You get security, speed, privacy, and a huge library of free software. Beginner-friendly distros make switching easy, no tech wizardry required. Try Linux from a USB stick before installing, risk-free. The community is welcoming and ready to help. It's your computer, shouldn't you decide how it works? Linux lets you make the rules. Maybe it's time to try something new.